Morning, guys. So here at our first harvest toast, our level last night without even unhooking the truck. So that's a win. Look at me. Oops. Come on. This leg of the trip took us from the Keys up close to Miami, then we took a left and went across Florida through the Everglades to Collier Seminole State Park. We stayed there for 2 days, and then the day we left, we woke up early and made it all the way up to Tampa, or outside of Tampa, Seminole, Florida, to our first harvest host. First, on the way out of the Keys, we stopped at the famous Bud and Mary's Marina, took a picture. The girls got to see some tarpon, and then out of nowhere, this huge shark jumps out of the water, tries to eat them. Then we stopped at the first Bass Pro Shop, which is also in Alamorada. That was Ernest Hemingway's boat. Saw this going through the Everglades, a big old buggy. Here we are pulling into Collier Seminole State Park in Florida. This excavator is what they use to build the road through the Everglades. What you got there, Lane?
My bike.
What's wrong with the tires?
Oh, they're just lights.
Lights, camera action.
Bye.
Addie, where's your bike?
I'll just do that though.
Why for?
Look at that one.
So this is Collier Seminole State Park in Florida, in the Everglades. This is where the girls and I cleaned out my truck and we threw away my memory cards. So we lost a lot of footage, and especially a lot of this campground. But we do have some. Here's us walking back from the front back to our campsite. You can kind of see the camper behind that building. This campground has a river that is a sanctuary for manatees in the wintertime. We hoped we were able to kayak it, but it just didn't work out with our time. And plus the mosquitoes were very, very bad. So we didn't end up kayaking. It was a pretty nice place though. Shortly after I launched the drone, a fella came by on a bicycle and told me that there was a sign right behind me that said no drones flying. So I quickly took a little picture and a little bit of video, and then I landed her back down. I think they probably didn't want the drones messing with the manatees. We did see 2 manatees earlier in the day when we were driving through in the truck. Laney thought they were whales. We're very excited about our first national park, Everglades National Park, and it turns out we were at the back entrance and the actual park was about 2 hours away. So we decided to skip that. Luckily in Everglades City we found this big playground that we could play at, and that took up most of the morning. Then the next morning we left. Morning, guys. So here at our first harvest toast, it's about 6:45 in the morning and we are fixing to pull out. Luckily we were able to back in, be all level last night without even unhooking the truck. So that's a win. This is the harvest host in Seminole, Florida. I believe is the address, which is near Tampa Bay and Pete's Beach, or
Petersburg Beach. That's where we are tonight, and we are headed to Crystal River, or that's where we were last night. We're headed to Crystal River. Should be there in about 2 hours this morning, and go kayaking in the clear water. Say good morning.
So we were on the interstate headed to Crystal River from Tampa. Saw a huge sign that said the Tampa Boat Show was today. So I pulled a U-turn at the next exit, headed downtown Tampa. Of course, I didn't realize it was actually going to be on like Main Street in Tampa. But anyways, we headed to the boat show. The convention center is at the end of this road. And of course we have the kayaks on top of the truck, and we're pulling the camper, so parking is hard to find. And we had to cut the block about 7 times, and finally we saw a sign for a hospital. We said to be sure there'd be plenty of big open parking lots at a hospital. Of course all they had was parking garages, which I tried to go in and was too short. Then I had to back up, and then luckily I found another way out, and then we looped around the hospital another way, which was another parking garage that we almost got stuck in. And it was pretty hectic. So finally we found a parking spot, and we got out and then saw this big sign that we had to pay for it. So I said, you know what, it's probably been an hour since we started to go to the boat show by that point, so we just decided to get back on the road.